Hi, my name is Jennifer Wooten, and I am the owner and the head trainer here at Trinity Eventing. And today, I thought for our video blog, we could just go over having the essential needs in a vet kit that you would need to travel with to a horse show or to a clinic, or even just to keep in your horse trailer. One of the things with eventing is we have a lot of gear that we have to travel with, so I think it's really easy to collect more things than you need. So I'm just gonna go over the basic stuff that we have that we travel with so that you, in the event that your horse is lame, has a fever, and is looking in distress, you have some good tools to kind of go to start catering to your horse before a vet can see your horse. So I think one of the most important things that you need to think about when you have medications and basic medications in your vet kit is you need to really make sure that you're familiar with the uses and the withdrawal times, especially if you're competing. One of the things that I have my vet, who is my husband, put together to me is a list of all the medications I have in my vet kit, the dosages, and then also what the uses are specifically for, because I feel like that can be quite confusing. So one of the things that I think is necessary for everybody to have in their vet kit is a tube of bute, of oral bute. Very safe to use, but again, you want to make sure you're familiar with the withdrawal time and the dosage. A basic and a very safe sedation is Dorm gel. It's very easy to administer, but again, you want to be familiar with the dosage and the withdrawal times. The other thing that I travel with is I travel with an oral omeprazole and ranitidine tube. You could also use Gastrogard, that's fine, but I think it's important you have a tube of this with you as well. I think your most important thing that you need to carry with you is a thermometer. We carry two, because obviously sometimes one isn't quite reliable. With the thermometer, I really like alcohol spray bottle because you can use it and not contaminate your alcohol. So a lot of times we'll spray our thermometers with the alcohol before we use them, before and after. I really like this, easy to use, it's not messy, and you can keep your products sterile. Two of the other products that I carry, and I also like to put them in small containers for packing reasons, is chlorhexidine and then your betadine. So this will help to clean and disinfect an area such as a wound. Talking about wounds, oftentimes we'll find, I don't know, horses always have a way of getting themselves in trouble. So if you find, a minor laceration or cut, it's easy for you to go and start preparing the area by disinfecting it, cleaning it. Our go-to is a LumaShield, easy to use. It does come in a cream if your horse is a little bit shy of spray or hearing the spray. It does come in a cream, it's quite good. I have the cream right here. Also Vetricin, this is a great product to use on any type of wounds. We even use it on horses that tend to, if they're starting with like a little bit of a spur rub, we use it on that as well. Then moving into, it's really common that horses will sometimes start with a foot abscess or have a stone bruise. This Epsom salt paste or Epsom salt poultice is great. It's easy to use. Obviously you want to make sure that you have gloves to administer it with, to pack the hoof with. Also, we use a diaper, and that's going to help keep the product up into the horse's hoof, and it also makes it easy to wrap the horse's hoof. We usually will start with a diaper, then we will use gauze roll, then elasticon, and then duct tape. And I actually like to tear off pieces of the duct tape and make it into a square. That way you can just put it right on the horse's hoof and you don't have to worry about like wrapping it around and making it nice and even and symmetrical. Another common thing is sometimes horses will bump their eye, bang their eye, and I think eyes, Eye issues are really important. I think people don't realize that when a horse actually has an insult to the eye is quite painful. One of the things that we carry is a triple antibiotic eye cream. You really want to make sure that, and consult with your veterinarian, that you have a correct eye cream. Sometimes an eye cream can have a steroid in it. Depending on the type of abrasion in the eye, you don't necessarily want to put a steroid on it right away, so this is very important. It's good to have in your vet kit, but make sure you consult with your veterinarian first. And a clean fly mask, because when horses do have an insult to their eyes are very sensitive to light. So I think having a nice clean fly mask is really important. You can keep it on them until your vet or a vet at the show can come and treat the horse. When you have to dress a horse's leg, using the sheep cotton bandage is great, but if you're not confident with your wrapping abilities, I really like these quick wraps. So oftentimes if there's a laceration on the leg, we'll clean it, we'll dress it, we'll put this on to keep it clean, and then we'll put a quick wrap on it. The quick wraps are really easy to use. It's pretty hard to make these too tight and get the pressure uneven, so I think these are an essential thing that you should carry around. You know, there's not a lot of skill that needs to go into putting this on. Just need to make sure the Velcro is nice and tight and even. One of the other products I think is really important for you to carry around is electrolytes. We love platinum here at Trinity Eventing. We use all the platinum products. This is like one of our staples that we travel with. The one thing about electrolytes I think you need to know is if you are going to administer electrolytes to your horse, you do want to make sure that water is available all the time. You don't want to be administering electrolytes and then sending them on the road for 10 hours because it can do the opposite. It can dehydrate them. So you want to feed this when they have water available to them for 24 hours or at least 12 hours, you know, for a duration of time. My favorite products, going back to if your horse has an abscess brewing or if they have a stone bruise. Obviously, if you have a horse that has pads on, you're going to want to have the pad removed so you can actually make contact to the sole of the horse's foot. I really like Soft Rides. I think this is a great product. It helps to protect the sole of the horse's foot and also keep that foot from, you know, keeping it stable, keeping it from cracking or wearing down while you're trying to resolve the hoof issue. And they're great to transport a horse in, and they stay nice and secure in the stall. Sometimes with your hoof packing and your wrap that you have on the horse's hoof, they can break down. This is a great product. You do want to make sure that your Soft Ride is sized appropriately to your horse's hoof. That is very important. One of the other things that I pack in my trunk is, right now I have the FEI rule book and binder, but this also has kind of a go-to for medications. You know, FEI is basically no tolerance for medications, but there are sometimes, in some instances, that you will need to maybe use a sedation, or you may need to treat your horse with bute. Make sure if you are competing at the FEI level, you do have this on hand. It's really good. It's a good resource. Also, if you are competing in like a USEF sanctioned competitions, USEF does send out a little pamphlet with your membership, and it is a quick go-to about the use of medications. And I think it's important that you are familiar with the products that you're using. Also, last but least, I think it's good to have a fly spray on hand. This is one of my favorite fly sprays. It's very useful, it's effective, it works flies, ticks, gnats, and this is a great little travel bottle. So going back to the beginning of the show season, we're all on the road. I think this is a very efficient but small, not going to take up a lot of space in your trailer vet kit to go to. So hope everybody has a good show season.